I'm trying an experiment today. I have these two containers here. These are for recycling, and I'm going to start planting some lettuce and spinach in these to try some container gardening, something I've never done before. Over here I also have our old basil plant, which is growing a little out of control. I got some new basil. This is sweet basil. I'm going to try to plant that in there. So hopefully we can try something awesome here and get some gardening going before the season really allows for it. The main different thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to use compost instead of potting soil. I do have a little bit, which I'll put right around the seeds. Alright, got down here to the compost pile. As you can see, I just kind of started digging out in the center there. Hopefully there's some nutrient-rich soil there, and this is some of the more recent stuff. I'm just kind of spreading it out. This is what I have here for my two containers. Kind of filled it up halfway. I didn't want to put too much dirt in there because it'll increase the weight quite a bit. So we're going to take these up and plant some seed. Okay, I got my soil up here. Got my two containers, and I got my seeds. But first of all, I'm going to water each of these just to kind of get the soil moist. Do this one too. Got the soil all moistened here, and we're going to get ready to plant our seeds. Okay, what I did in the first one here is made two rows, maybe like 6 inches apart, down both sides. You can see the one right here, and then the other one's right here. I'm going to put some potting soil in there on top of that just to help the seeds out a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to pour that down each of the rows here. Okay, so got that in. Now I'm going to put my seeds in. In the first one here, the one side is going to be lettuce, which is Simpson Elite, and the other one's going to be loose leaf blend. And I'm going to put the Simpson Elite on the right side and the loose leaf on the left side. Okay, if you look closely there, I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but I have all my seeds in that little row, and I'm going to cover that then with potting soil. You can see I have both sides done now, and now I'm going to cover that with soil. Lastly, I'm just going to pat it all down real nice. And we'll move on to the next one to do the spinach. Now with the spinach, I'm just going to do one row right down the middle, and we'll see how that turns out. I put the ditch in there, and then I also put some potting soil, so I'll put the seeds on top of that. Okay, the seeds are in. Now I'm just patting down the soil on this one, and that'll be it for the spinach. Okay, lastly I'm going to put the basil into this little pot that we were growing the other basil in. I put a good number of seeds in there, and now I'm just going to cover it up with some more potting soil. Pack it down a little bit. And that should be good. Okay, everything's planted. Everything's labeled. I put little labels on the sides there so I know what's growing. You can see all those, and then that's the basil, of course. So that's the end of my experiment in container gardening. I'll make more videos as everything grows.